Hi, so today we are going to talk about how easy it is to use our NetSheet calculator. So when you get to our NetSheet calculator homepage, either by visiting our website or by using our QR code, you can go ahead and log in. If you don't have an account, you can create a free account by watching our previous video. So once you log in, on the top left-hand corner, this is where all of our offices are. So this is super important to pick the correct office that you plan on closing in or that you use most often, as that will populate all of that office's information on your final net sheet, like their address and their phone number and such. For today's video, we'll just stick with the Holland office. And then below that on the left-hand corner are all the different net sheets you can do, like seller, buyer cash, buyer finance, and then as well as refinance. And then you can also access any saved net sheets, which is super helpful if you want to maybe look at some that you did even a year ago, or if you want to print or email any, or even make some changes. That's super helpful. You can also share the tool and then go into user settings, which is what we go over in the first video, which helps with branding. So for today, we're just going to go with the seller net sheet with the Holland office. So first thing you do is you choose an estimated closing date. So we'll just go with a random day next month. And we'll start off with $250,000 for the sale price. Everything else here auto-populates. You can change this information if you need to, but that's just most common. And then here we'll just kind of put in some information. So then on the bottom left, again, you can have more fees as well. So maybe there's a special assessment or HOA fee, something like that. And then you can also have miscellaneous charges, or maybe there's a credit on the account. You can add all of that information in here. And then from this point, you can just click calculate. And then this will populate your net sheet. So like the first video, when we go over branding, this top section is where you'll see that. This is super important to make sure that you put all of your information on there. Again, you can go to user settings to do that. Below that is the seller information, like their property address. And then you finally have their net sheets here. On the bottom left hand, this is why it's so important to choose the correct office, because all of that information populates. And then from this point, you can download it as a PDF, print it, email it out, or start completely over. You can also edit it or save it, which is super important again, and then you can go back and access those. But another really cool tool that we have available is that if you go to edit, or whenever you start a new net sheet, you can add up to 3 different scenarios. So this would be super helpful if maybe there's a bidding war, or if you just want to give your client different options. So maybe we'll put $300,000 for the sale price, and then this one will stick with the $250,000, but we'll just do a basic title policy instead of the enhanced. And then you can click calculate again, and now you can bring multiple different scenarios to your client so that they can see, what the end result might be there. From that point, again, save it, or you can always order the title. Clicking this will automatically send it to the office that is selected. So that is where you did it over here. So it's pretty simple. We really hope that you guys get a lot of use out of this. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to your local title rep, or you can always email the marketing team at marketing@lighthousetitle.net, and we'd be happy to walk you through this in more detail, or maybe do a presentation or anything like that on it. So again, we really hope that you guys get a lot of use out of this and find it a good and useful tool.